Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay, this is live action with Frankie Day and the SBD Dauntless by Merit I Love Kit 1/18 scale. Okay, this is going to be video, what is it, 3? Yeah, video 3. This is going to be video 3 tonight, I think. Live action. What completes the sub-assemblies on this airplane is going to be the assembly of the ailerons, and assembly of the elevators, assembly of the rudder, and assembly of the dive brakes on the two top wings, and also assembly of the Ranger 2 dive brake wells that fit on the trailing edge of the wing. These are your wells, your fill-in, what fits in front of the dive brakes. Like that. First, I got to clean all these parts up. Already off camera, I went ahead and got my nippers over there and nipped them up in sprues. Now that kit box is getting awful sparse now. So it don't take much to build this thing. It's big, it's easy to put together. A novice should have no problem with this thing. It's a beautiful airplane when you get done, so you better get yourself a lot of paint. I went and bought me 2 bottles of blue-gray. I don't think it's going to take 2 bottles. I think 1 bottle will do it. And with the Corsair, I got the Corsair. Let's see what's, as long as I don't touch that decal. I always got a bad problem. I always put the cart before the horse. I got the decals on here. It's all glossed. I'm letting those decals dry. Then tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to add a gray wash on it. The final reveal for this speed for tomorrow, fellas. I'm truly sorry. I thought I'd have it for tonight. But I said, no, I ain't going to rush this thing. For a $165 model, I'm not going to goddamn rush this thing. So I said, go ahead and do it right the right way. So I went ahead and got the decals on there. They're drying. I had my solution on here. I can't find that Walters decal solution. Not the set, it's the solution. This is Microsol. Now I like this Microsol. This Microsol's been around for a damn long time and does a good job. But it's not as strong as that darn Walters. Boy, that Walters will shrink those decals. Just like that. You gotta be careful. I can't put too much of that on there. Okay. I'm going to put this table leg cigar down and go ahead and start doing some cleaning of the parts, and we'll assemble them. And off camera, I'm going to go ahead and start doing some. I've got all these. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet. All the sub assemblies are all done, but they're all primed to black. I got everything all primed to black. And for the interior, for 1941, 1940, I think they used. Is this it? Yeah. It's yellow chromate. Later models went ahead and used the interior green. I guess it's your choice, it's option. But I'm going to go ahead and use this. So right now, I'm going to start doing some cleaning up the parts to get this thing, get the Dauntless, get all the sub-assemblies completely finished. But all I got to do is get a light prime and paint the red inside the flap wells, dive brake wells and such. And go ahead and put together. It won't take long. And we'll do that live action, put it together. And So the introduction of live action for the Rhone Light will be the painting of the complete painting of the interiors and everything. Then we're gonna start assembling this Dauntless together, just like Alex of Alex Models, how he did his, and also a Muppet Modeler, Mike Muppet Modeler. He did a wonderful job of his. He did a complete episodes of his build. He did a wonderful job of his, and he did a damn good job on it. And I like Oil's paint chips marked on it. Spruces it up. Icing on the cake, I say. This ain't going to be so old and beat up. It's pretty new, because you got to realize these things were polished SBDs with a chrome yellow top wing and aluminum fuselage, with also your squadron and carrier band codes on your tail feathers. And by 1940, they start painting them blue-gray and light-gray. And by 1942, they went to tricolors. Right after the Battle of Midway. So these Dauntlesses back then weren't too worn, because they were from the polished Navy at the time. Okay, let's get this thing underway here. Remember on the inbox review of this thing, in video 1, on the horizontal stabilizers, they're all one piece. And they got these little hangs they plug right in here, so your elevators can be operable. Like I say, this is a working model. It's a functioning model. It does everything but fly. It does everything but fly. Could have got that done. Use the sanding board right here. Always use a straight surface. Don't use your hands, guys. Don't use your hands. Leave a mark of an amateur by doing that. And I tell you one thing, your hands are a lot better than your eyeballs. If you can feel something that's there your eyeballs can't see, it's there. And sometimes the paint will pick that up. Okay, got the stabilizer done. All right. Well, this is the elevator. More I get thinking about this kid how it's engineered. These things probably were 20th century toys kits. And I imagine those kits were assembled like this. Had some guy that built 2 or 3 a day of these things. I hate those little moldy pips there, but they got to be there because that's the process how the Oriental brothers do their stuff. Okay, that's done. Right here. Yeah, I waited a long time for this Dauntless. With talks and all the scuttlebutt about having no diesel by this week. And it's causing a lot of problems. And with this Dauntless being in transit for all that time, Lord can only tell you how many places this thing has been. $10, 20 transits. That's just China alone. Just think we had that diesel thing. Had no diesel. I'll never get my kit. Anybody's got stuff to send away, they'll never get the stuff. Because people don't understand the nature of that stuff. Diesel is a very important fuel. A very important fuel. It powers ships, powers airplanes, trucks, trains. Without that, it'll be like 1949 all over again. It'll be like Berlin. Everything's shut down. There'll be communications blackout all over the world. And then you will have a stark raving mad world after that. That's all over with after that, fellas. It's all over with. That's why I say my prayers every night. I pray to God for everybody in the free world. That's what I say. Always say your prayers. God's been good to me, guys. Really has. He's helped me overcome my sorrows. I have to lose my wife and my dogs. Lose my home. Man, that's too much for a guy, at my age to go through. But I'm strong. I'm a survivor. Yeah. Got the stabilizers all done. Okay, the ailerons are next. On trumpeter kits, merit kits, Kamea kits, maybe. Mostly on trumpeter. Or Ming kits. This is clean. Right along the edge up here, you got a tit right here. See that tit right here? That's a tit that's sticking out. You got to take a knife and flush across here and cut that out. You got to be careful when you cut it out, because if you have the blade towards you, you got to choke up that blade and make sure it don't slide and hit you, cut your thumb. So you got to be very careful with that. If you ain't careful, you run that blade right through your thumb and you'll cut yourself right to the bone. Get that done. Yeah, we got Christmas coming up, and it's going to be awful expensive, man. With the cost of living nowadays. Ever since we got this chucklehead in office, he's really put a corn chuck on everybody. But Thanksgiving, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. My brother came over, and a couple of friends of mine from work came over. About a couple of women over. I kind of like that. I use some of that right now. Get a little fart in the wind, like me get lonely once in a while. I don't enjoy being single. This is the first time I've been single in all my life, since I was 17 years old. I'm 78 years old now, going on 79. 8 by 40-foot trailers, awful small, but to get 6, 7 people in here. I had chairs and everything like that. I got some chairs. The guys on the way maneuvering this here trailer is one at a time. One at a time. And my airplanes, they're pretty low in here. But this is, no one comes in here. This is Frankie Day's place right here. Right there is called the freeway. So we had chairs across here lined up. We had turkey dinner and everything. I had a little table out here. I had a good time. I really enjoyed myself. I was kind of feeling a little blue a little bit because I miss my wife, you know. And here it is. It's supposed to be the joyous time of year, and to me, it's the sorrowless time of the year. Only thing I know what separates the joy from sorrow is when you're a kid. It's very joyous. When you're getting older in the world, you lose a lot of your family or everything. That ain't too joyous. I'll be back in a couple minutes, fellas. Hang loose.